Hi everyone, I'm Mel. We've got a stretch and mobility session for you to take part in today. It's perfect to pop in front of any other workout that you might be doing, any run you might be going on. It's going to get your body warmed up, get your joints moving, and just get you ready for that workout. Okay, so we're going to start with feet down. You're going to think about your knees tracking over your ankles, hips tracking over your knees, and shoulders tracking over those hips. You're going to take a big breath in, lift these shoulders up, exhale them round. We're going to go again, big breath in. Think your shoulders all the way up to those ears, shoulder blades together at the back as you go round. One more, and take them round. Okay, we're going to reverse it. It's the same action. You're breathing in to lift up at the back, and then exhale as you round those shoulders forward. Go again, breathe in, and exhale round. And one more. Okay, you're going to bring your arms up, fingertips are going to face forward, you're going to stretch out these shoulders. You're going to reach forward on one side, just open out this shoulder here at the top, and then bring hands back so your fingertips are now level. Same again, opposite side, big stretch forward, reach out those fingertips, and back, just one more each side. And last one. Okay, bring your fingertips back together. You're going to place your fingers together. You're going to bring your hands up above your head, and I want you to stretch and reach up out of those fingertips, out of those palms at the top. You're going to take a big breath in, and as you exhale, we're just going to flex over to one side. So stretching out your sides. Big breath in as you get over to this side. Exhale back to the top. Go again, opposite side. Deep breath in the middle and then exhale across. We're going to go one more each side. Deep breath. Exhale across. And last one, back to center. Big breath in. And take it down on that side. Bring your arms all the way out to the side. I want you to think about your shoulder blades being zipped up together at the back. Shoulders at the front, down and relaxed away from your ears. You're taking a breath, and as you exhale, keeping those shoulder blades together, keeping this pelvis forward, you're just rotating round to one side. So getting twist, rotation on your spine. Big breath here. Exhale it back. Breath in. Exhale it round. So pelvis stays forward. Just twisting round at this waist. And back to center. We're going to go one more each side. And back to the middle. Last one. Shoulder blades together at the back. Abdominals pulled in strong. All the way around. And back down. Hands are going to come down to your side. If you're not at the end of your mat, or you've not got any space in front of you, then move so you have. You're going to take a breath here. At the top, you're going to tuck your chin into your chest. Your shoulders are going to roll forwards. And just let your hands go down, lead them down to the mat. Think about the top of your head facing down to the floor, and you've got a nice heavy head and heavy hands rolling down in front of you. Okay, you're just going to let your fingertips, arms just hang there, just over your feet, somewhere by your knees, by your feet, however far down you can roll. Then you're going to take a bend in that knee, stretching down to get your palms down in front of your feet. Taking a breath, keeping your hands down, you're going to try straighten out these legs. And then bend down again, taking that crouch, take a breath. Exhale to straighten out. One more. Big breath in. And down. Keep that crouch. You're going to walk your hands forwards. Bring yourself to an all-fours position. You're going to take your left leg, bring it through these hands at the front. You've got a hand down either side of that foot at the front, toes tucked under at the back. And you're just going to ease forward. So I want you to think about taking your left knee out over your left toes. So you're opening out your hip on your right side. You're going to take a breath. Exhale, walk your body back. And then you're lifting your toes up. Keep your heel pushed down into the floor. Think about pushing out of this hip at the back. Chest and eyes up forwards. Now I'm going to move that back to that first position. Come all the way forwards again. Up and out that right side. Big breath here. Ease it back. And just lift up. Toes to ceiling. And back to centre. Okay, the hand on the inside of your foot stays down onto the mat. The hand on the outside is going to open all the way up and round. I want you to think about this shoulder to face the ceiling. Again, that's going to get you some rotation. Just going to hold it here. Deep breath in. And back down. Go one more. Big breath. Exhale round. And back down to the centre. Okay, you're going to take this back knee up off of the mat. Front foot is going to step back. Your right foot now is going to come forwards through these hands. Left knee down at the back. Same again, opposite side. So you are reaching this knee out over your toes, stretching out hip flexors on your opposite side, on your left side now. So big breath here. Exhale to move that body back. Think about lifting those toes up, pushing down into the floor through the heel of your foot. And then walk it forwards again one more time. Open out that hip. Big breath in. Ease it back. And then lift up. Think toes to ceiling. And then all the way down. Same again with this rotation. Hand on the inside of your foot stays down. Hand on the outside is going to open all the way up and round. Again, think about your shoulder. All the way up to that ceiling. Nice big twist. Deep breath here. Exhale it down. We're going to go one more. Big breath in. And then exhale. Open all the way up and round. And bring that hand back down. Okay, bring both knees now underneath your hips. Again, I'm going to turn this way so you can see. We're going to take your left leg, pop it out to the side. So you're kneeling down. So your knee on your right side is underneath your right hip. Fingertips down on the mat, on the floor in front of you. And I just want you to ease back. So taking your bottom down at the back to sit down onto that right heel. And then lifting back up. Big breath in. Ease it back. And we'll go one more. Breath in here. Ease all the way back. And back to the top. Switch sides. Left leg comes in, right leg extends out. Again, check you've got this knee underneath your hip as you point your contact point. And then you're sitting back into that stretch. And then lift up. Big breath. Exhale to sit back. And we'll go one more. Big breath in. Exhale to take it back. And bring yourself back central. So you should be here in your 4-point kneel position, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to take a leg out to the side, keeping this 90 degree in your knee. We're going to lift up to the side. We're going to circle round and bring that knee back in. Lift it up and out. So big circles, keeping that bend in your knee. So again, working this hip joint. That's 3, one direction, then we're going to reverse it. So take this leg back, circle it round and in. Again, abdominals pulled in nice and strong. One more. Leg out to the back. Take it all the way around and back down. Okay, switch your weight across, opposite side. I'm going to take it out to the side first, back and round, and in. So you can make these circles as big or as small as you can manage. As long as you're trying to keep as nice and steady as you can in your torso. We're going to reverse it, 3 one way, 3 the other. Take that leg out the back and round. So try not to sink down in your upper body or sink down to one side. So you're really concentrating all that movement, all that mobility work, all the way on your hip joint. Bring that knee in and pop it down. Okay, center your hands, make sure they're under your shoulders. You're going to take your breath. And then as you exhale, head drops down, tailbone tucks under. Your hip bones are going to push forwards. You're going to lift up, away from the mat, through your shoulders at the top. So getting that nice arch away from the floor. Big breath in. Exhale it, come back to the midpoint. Your pelvis is then going to lift up at the back, head lifts up at the front. So cat and cow working flexion and extension of your spine. Take a breath here. Again, lead with that pelvis, start to tuck it under. Head drops down, spine lifts. Push forward through your hips, lift up out of your shoulders. Big breath. We're going to go one more. Lifting up and out at the back. Big breath in here. Pelvis tucks under, head drops down. Lifting out with those shoulders. And then we're going to come to neutral spine in the middle, so you're not either in flexion or extension. Pelvis is facing down towards the mat. Okay, you're going to come up onto your knees. You're going to take the left hand, bring it all the way up, circle it round. You're going to ease back, take hold of this left ankle. And then this right arm is going to go up. So think about opening out all of the front of your body. Just hold it here. Take a few breaths. Deep breath in. Right arm comes over. Left arm comes over to meet it. And then you switch sides. Right arm goes back onto that heel at the back. Left arm goes up and over. Big breath in. Exhale. Arm comes over. Right hand comes all the way over to meet it. Hands back down onto the mat. Walk your hands forwards. Sit yourself back down onto your heels. Head can drop down. Think about your nose being tucked in all the way to your knee. And then you're going to walk your hands to the left. Send your hips to the right. And again, sit back down. So stretch out those sides. Working that spine again laterally. Breath in to come back to central. Hips back on those heels. Hands in front of you. And then lastly, you're going to walk your hands over to the right. Take your hips over to the left. And sit down onto those heels. Big breath here. And then back to centre. You're going to take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw these hands back. Start to restack yourself up onto your pelvis. We're then going to tuck your toes under at the back. So lift up onto those knees. Tuck your toes under. Lift those knees up off of the floor. Take yourself back so all of your foot is then down onto the mat. You've got these hands down in front of your feet. Again, you're in that crouch position. You're going to stretch out, straighten out those legs. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, you are rolling, restacking yourself all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, coming up onto that pelvis. And then your head, neck and shoulders are the last things to come all the way up, back into that stack. And there you go. So all worked out, all ready to go, mobilised, stretched, and ready for anything you've got going on. I'll see you next time.